We're only in November and I'm getting withdrawal symptoms for BSB already. Everywhere you turn down at the NEC here, there's a name you know with a new team. People got new shirts on, people swapping teams, people coming into the championship. We've lost Josh Brooks, but we're probably going to get an international rider that we can't announce yet. So yeah, I can't wait for it all to get going.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm always looking for another title. You know, at the end of the day, markers are meant to be moved, aren't they? And you know, if we stand still at 4, then for sure somebody one day might win 5. So you know, I'll try and win as many titles as I can before I decide I've had enough of racing, and you know, we'll see where that little journey takes us.
Same as last year, to be honest. We went into last season, 2015, expecting to win the championship. Not expecting to, but wanting to, and that was our main focus. Mark Smith-Alverson, the team boss, he doesn't want any less. You know, his 5-year plan was to try and fight for the title this year, and we did fight for it. His plan next year is to win it. So you know, that's what we've got to go into the season believing we can do. The bike's well capable of doing it, especially now with the new upgrades. The new 2016 ZX10 has some fantastic upgrades that will help us in the fight for the title.
Yeah, certainly it was a very easy decision for me. I actually tried to implement it quite early. I said to Philip, you know, the work we've done this year, it's going to pay more dividends next season, so I wanted to stay put, and really happy to get the deal done. It's the team re-upped with BMW for another 2 years. I've re-upped for 1 more year, and hopefully we can deliver the goods. So we've done the hard yards in year 1. We expected to be a little stronger than we were, but in the last 3 races we really come to the fore, and I think we're going to start at that level next year. So it's quite an exciting prospect.
Yeah, going to 2016, obviously we've been with the same team. You know, it's always it's a nice thing, and obviously there's a new bike out. So, like I said, just looking forward to getting to Spain and you know, getting sitting on the new bike for the first time.
The Yamaha looks like a great bike. Had a little taste of it in Macau earlier this week, and the bike was really good. The rider was a little bit rusty, coming back from injuries from this year. But yeah, I think, you know, this new team with Tommy, and I think it's going to be an exciting project.
It's a great team, and with the factory support, I am confident that I will be racing for my 4th BSB title next year.
It came about quite late, to be honest with you. I'd been speaking to a number of teams anyway, and to be honest with you, I was quite happy to stay where I was, and then things just changed a little bit in the last couple of rounds. So started to put a few feelers out, and Philip had sort of replied to one of my phone calls, and it came about quite late. He invited me over and we had a chat, and things just fell into place, so to speak, and it's amazing, it really is.
First of all, I'm super delighted and happy to be able to sign for Quattroplane Cool Kawasaki, and also to be able to have a second year in the Superbike class. I mean, I had my first full season. I didn't really manage to reach to the finishes results that I wanted. So now being able to sign a deal with this team, and it's brilliant.
I've always wanted to, you know, one day be a British Superbike rider, but you know, not just to say I'm a BSB rider or to make up the numbers. So you get the opportunity with such a factory team as PBM and an iconic brand like Ducati. It's like all the special ingredients have come together, so really over the moon. Still sinking in, but at the same time a lot of hard work ahead, and very excited for it.
Well, it was really cool to see Shaky and Glenn Irwin in Ducati colours on Saturday. I was down here on Saturday, and when these announcements are made, you're like, oh yeah, that's cool. But then when you see the guys in the shirts and stuff, and I think Glenn is just that fresh face, fresh enthusiasm, such a great character for British Superbikes, and to have him on a competitive package as well, I think that's great. And obviously Shaky back on a Ducati just creates extra interest and excitement. Kiyo back on a Suzuki as well. Well, not back on a Suzuki, but on a Suzuki. You never know what you're going to get with him, do you? From year to year, he could be a showdown contender, or he could be running around in 20th. You never know. So, yeah, and then obviously with Tommy Hill, with John Hopkins on the Yamaha, it's just who knows what's going to happen. That's the beauty of BSB every year, but this next season in particular, you just don't know what's going to happen, do you? Everything's up in the air, and it's so exciting to look forward to next season.